Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Angelo from the T-Squad family. We really appreciate you being here. Today we are talking about the electricity on our RV. Dogbones, we may call it Dogbones in the RV life, but somebody else that is brand new to RVing or just not familiar with what these are called adapters that convert your 50 amp to anything you want to plug into. So stick around. Hey, welcome back to our channel. My name is Angelo again, and thank you for being here. We really appreciate it. We appreciate your support. And once again, we are Amazon affiliates, so anything we talk about in this video is in the description with a link below. That's what keeps this channel going. For information like this for new RVers, current RVers, or anybody who just wants to make sure and double check that everything, somebody else is doing it the same way. There are several ways of converting your 50 amp into 30, 20, or 15 amp. Your RV is equipped with two 50 amp breakers, which means it is 100 amp. 250 amp is coming into your RV. Let's talk about the wiring real quick. So if you are not familiar with your RV, go inside your fuse box. You'll see two 50 amp breakers if you have a 50 amp, of course. 150 amp takes care of the left leg. The other, they call these legs. So the other 50 amp is covering the other leg. There's two legs that are coming in, both at 50 amp. There's a black, there's a white, which is a neutral, a ground, which is green, and a black that is maybe a left leg, and the red that is a right leg. What that means is if you look in your RV and you see 250 amps, down below may do one air conditioner, and the one above that might do the other air conditioner with other things. I am not in no way no electrician. I am not here to tell you what ampage you have. I just want to show you what we use for our RV, what works best for the T-Squad. I want to talk about this. Everybody knows that 50 amp wire is so heavy, okay? So as you plug it into your wall, pretend my hand is my wall, I'm gonna grip it, because that's where about it. I can feel extensive pressure right here. All this wire, until it hits the ground, because once it hits the ground, it relieves a little bit, but all this wire, the weight, it's actually hurting my wrist holding it like this. I wanna show you what we use that can avoid this. Okay, so if you're using a 50 amp, connecting to a 50 amp breaker at your campsite, look at that. This is a beauty. I'm holding it like I'm not holding anything. You remember the pressure that was coming, it was actually hurting my wrist. I can hold this for a long time. So what this does, it is a 50 amp. This does get connected inside the same way as your 50 amp cord would get connected. And then this end right here is where your 50 amp would get connected. It would act like your wall. Okay, so this would be in your wall right here and you would connect your wire. So this would be connected inside my RV like this. And then this other end, I would connect my 50 amp cord. And to do that, you'll do it just like you do a regular cord. And there is a system here, I promise you. You'll plug it in to this. I'm gonna try to, there we go. And you'll twist. And then you'll go ahead and do the same thing as you did to your RV. You'll screw it in just to make sure that it's all attached properly, okay? So there you go. No pressure at all anymore because this is actually holding all the pressure here. I love this. So once this is all connected, now remember, I always run my 50 amp cord. So what we have here is called a surge guard. This is a surge guard that you plug into a 50 amp. Now, we plug it into a 50 amp and then flick the breaker, and I wanna make sure that these everything's green up on top here. By doing that, I'll flip the breaker, I'll check it, and then I'll go ahead and flip the breaker off, and I'll connect my 50 amp onto it, just like that. Talking about this the surge guard here. We pulled up to an RV resort, and the L1 and L2 were reversed. I don't know how people can just plug into an RV outlet and everything being okay. So what we did, we called the office and they came, they sent their maintenance guy, they popped the box off, they fixed it. Plugged this in, and all the green came on, and he was thankful that we brought it to his attention. A lot of campers don't have something like this, and they end up going ahead and just plugging their RV not knowing if it's reversed or not. So check that out. It's a good surge guard. If you want to continue to use a surge protector and you have a 50 amp and you're trying to connect to a 30 amp, there is a way to do that. And that's by purchasing this dog bone right here, as we call it. And this goes from 50 to 30. So by that, you'll go ahead and click it in there, and still your RV is protected from your surge guard. And from that, if you got to go from 30 to 20 or 15 amp, you'll go ahead and go from here. And this one is a 30 to 15. Make sure you use a heavy duty extension cord. Never use anything thin, skinny. It has to be rated for 15 amp. What I like to do, I like to make sure I get the best, thickest. So, look at that. It's like a big old maze going on here, okay? So there is another way to convert from 50 to 15 amp without this big old mess here. And to do that, the problem with this one is you're not gonna be able to use your surge protector. So this is similar to what we were using, and it's not that bad. This is what's called a 50 to 30. And by using this, you avoid the heavy cord, and you could just go right to an extension cord from this. So that would be connected to the 50 amp. This would be connected to the 30 to 15 amp. So you'll connect it like this. And now you have 50 to 30, 30 to 15. Now that you connect into your extension cord that can take this 15 amp cord. Now remember, it's not going to be GFI protected, or it's not going to be surge guard protected, but at least you have a breaker at the breaker box that it will trip if it's too much power. This is exactly what the other one was that I was showing you, from 50 to 50, and it's so nice. You just put it in, screw this in, and it goes right to 15 amp. I will have all these links in the description below, so check them out. So it's very nice to keep all these on hand in case you do need them. But hey, I hope all this was helpful in this video, that can help you guys out on what you guys want to use. But like I said, I carry all of these because you never know when you're going to need them. So it's a smart thing, maybe just to carry, just to go buy one at a time, and then build your inventory from there. Hey everybody, thanks again for being here. I appreciate all your support for our channel. Please check out our links in the description below and subscribe if you have not. And we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks again, everybody.